Hello everyone, here, welcome to another LEGO Hogwarts update. As usual, looking forward to your comments regarding all the new things I'm about to show you in this video. And if you'd like to support this channel, please consider exploring the membership options and becoming a member. Here we go! I decided to start with, taking out the plate with all the minifigs inside the Great Hall. As you can see, it takes a while to take everything out. But yeah, I remember it over here. You see how some tiling still needs to be done on the benches, which probably nobody will ever see very closely. But, well, can't leave those studs open like this. So let's just do this little chore. And maybe even change some hair pieces. I have some new ones as always, and even though I don't believe there are any matching ones here, maybe there are some that are more convenient than others, so I will take a quick glance. There we go, 30 to 35 reddish brown 1x2 tiles later, and a lot of delicate placement over here in between the tables. Everything is now tiled over, and I removed a few hair pieces and replaced them with a few others. Maybe you can try to spot them, although if you manage to do that, well, congratulations. Just going to flip this around so you can appreciate once again the various different hair pieces, all the little situations and storytelling. It's really enjoyable to watch this, actually a bit more enjoyable through the camera than it is in real life, simply because you can just zoom in and really see everything that is going on and all the different colors and different head pieces. Everything really looks great. I'm so proud of this. Anyway, so now that this is done, something I want to fix as well over here. If we go over here and we press against on these windows that I have left, we can pull this. Hopefully, there we go. And somebody mentioned that this Easter egg here, over here on this side, the room doesn't have a door. And I know why it doesn't have a door, because the doors are too tall. And that's why this door here is placed in such a way there is no plate underneath, because it's too tall. But I will not actually add a door, I will add an archway on this wall or this wall here, so there is a imaginary hallway going nowhere, obviously, but there is an opening. So it's a little fix that I will do, and maybe I'll actually add some other details if I see something appropriate to add, but pretty much just the archway. So since it's kind of a hassle to get down here, take everything apart, might as well do that now and include it in this update. Here it is. Not much has changed really. I tried to change the hairpiece here, maybe add some other details, but nothing really fit well. One thing I did is I moved this sweeper over here, and there is the gap. So now this makes a bit of more sense. And yeah, this little Easter egg of the man with the iron mask, which was added a while back. Well, it was finished before, but now it's good to have that thing out of the way. Here is the Great Hall from this view with everything removed. And I think I will try something before closing up here. Remember before when we had, instead of these marvelous gargoyles here that are representing the animals, now the snake here has, there we go. We had the gargoyle minifigs from the series, and that was a temporary solution, but if you remember, the gargoyles were holding these chains here, and the chains were connected to both hands and to these braziers here, which was what I was aiming at based on all the pictures and the films. And once I placed these gargoyles gradually, I removed the chains, but now I feel like I'll be bringing them back. So over here on the lion, I have brought them back this way, and I will be using these studs here instead of connecting them to the statues. I think that will be good enough. So let's use all these chains here and connect them to all the gargoyles. See how that works out. Also the braziers, I think I will clean them because they have some dust, these dishes, and also I will level them a little bit so they are a bit tidier. There we go. I have placed the Easter egg over here back into its slot, and I have placed all the chains now, and I have connected them, and I can say that this really looks nice. I was had a few concerns, but all in all, this looks great in my opinion. Let's see how well and deep I can go with the camera. Yeah, I would say this is pretty nice. Job well done. I think it would have been nice if there was some way to, there was this 1x3 over here with snots that was a 2x3, but such a piece I don't think exists. But anyway, that extra support is not really all that needed. Good, now I have done that, let's move to the next thing. Well, I put everything back together, or mostly everything, and the next thing that I decided to do is tearing this down. Now, don't worry, not what you're thinking. I think I mentioned a while back that this still doesn't have a home because it used to be over here once this part of the roof was not modular, which was very long ago. And I mentioned that might be a good idea to put it here, but I didn't do it. But now after some consideration, I decided that I want this to be here. So what I need to do is to do my worst favorite thing, is to work underneath into a module that has already been built up. So what I think I will do is I will lay this down, as this flat surface will really help me. And I will take this chunk off and basically rebuild this over here and over here, place a good portion of several lines of Technic bricks, connect them with pins to make this very sturdy, and I will place these stairs here, and probably that will be sufficient to have a pocket for this, which will probably be modified a little bit. We'll see exactly how we will do it. But yeah, the only thing that's worrying me is these stairs, because I did some very funky building here, from plate to brick and then something else, and obviously these need to be aligned so when it's connected to the courtyard it corresponds as it should. In case you wonder how many hair pieces I have that are not connected to anything, well, this many, probably around 200. It's still not enough though, still not enough. And these windows, yeah, I've not placed them yet because I will be doing some other stuff later on, so it just takes some hassle. So let's start doing this. It will probably be frustrating. Okay, as usual, this took quite a bit longer, but this thing, which will have to be, well, adjusted a little bit, will go in here. I did as much as possible. These bars here or whatever they are, these Technic bricks, I couldn't really lift them much higher, otherwise they would be kind of pointless because they need to support all this height. The point before it was that this over here was brick built all the way, so it would support all the height and the bricks over here, which is quite a bit of weight. And this way we have I think around 10 of these, and similar there's actually a row of these that are 8s, and then 8s or 10s, actually 8s, and then we have one that is a 16, and then another one with 8s, and so on and so forth, and they're connected to each other forming a chain, and this way this shouldn't really be arching with time with all the weight that is going to be applied to it and pressure. But yeah, this way we have the optimal pretty much hole over here, and I have 2 studs left on this side. I just didn't want to leave 1 stud over here. I felt like the wall here needs to be a bit thicker to provide additional support, and now this will have to be changed a little bit to be over here. So let's focus on that and see if this whole experiment will result into a success or not. And here it is, the revised version of Dexter. I pretty much redid it in a new dimensions, and the height is appropriate to what is available. So we have pretty much the same elements. The light that used to be like here is now down here. The composition is a little bit different. Kept all the items in the background, and yeah, I feel like this is pretty decent, and it would be more convenient to be like this. Otherwise the depth will obviously will suffer, so I decided to just for this to be entered sideways like this, and it will not have a classic cover, you know, because then I'll have to invest another stud instead of spending it on actually placing anything in here. And as you can see, everything is very tightly packed, and sacrificing another row of studs would just, there isn't just enough space, so it doesn't really matter as this is gonna be against the wall anyway, so it's fine. If you're a fan of the series yourself and you know what Dexter is about, you probably are excited for the new well, the 3rd reboot that they're doing it of the series, and also the prequel. But let's try to place this inside with one hand, see if actually I can do that. There we go, and fits perfectly as expected. So there it is, the venture is over. Didn't take all that long, even though it took longer than expected. Everything here is the same, but now instead of this being covered, we have this space to use for this Easter egg, so we don't have to look for yet another thing to place it in. So that way all the Easter eggs will be fine. The one with Jafar is going to be in the side building again, most likely, once I get to it. And we have Dexter here and the man with the iron mask behind the kitchens. So let's put everything back together. And well, everything is back together as it was with all these little changes. Unfortunately, I feel like there are more that I should be doing, but there is no more time before this video has to go out. Still need to place all the students back. I am looking for options to get some more uniforms as soon as possible, because I don't want to simply place the same minifigs. I want to place maybe around twice as more, And as I mentioned, I don't want these ones in here to be with these uniforms. These are only sweaters and they should be inside. So I'm trying to actually change all of these minifigs that are in the courtyard underneath here with different uniforms, these black robes. That will be obviously very expensive, but I'm looking for cheaper options how to do that. Then there's some little fixes that I want to do on the outside of the courtyard, basically over here. I want this, due to the texture, to be a little bit forward, so I'm planning for this section here up to this slope to be extended one stud forwards, going around all these three walls. There is just enough space for that over here, so that will not be in the way with this building. And I also want to fix the gardens here, see if I can add some more detail. That will probably be the most complex thing out of everything that I've done as a little edit so far. And I'm sure there's some other things that I would like to fix and probably iron out, but that will probably be for next time. The pieces for the other side of the front section of the courtyard in the gatehouse actually did manage to arrive, and yeah, now we have symmetry and both sides are done with these tan candle pieces, these cones over here, and then these different type of cones over here. Now these pillars are connected both on the bottom and the top, which makes them align pretty well and makes them look, well, the overall building look a lot closer to the original source material. Looks great from afar, looks pretty good from up close. Pretty happy with that. I would say it's quite an improvement compared to the very basic way this front section was before. Once again, if you like all this type of content and you like my project, which has been going for more than 3 years now, please consider leaving a like, leaving down a comment, sharing your thoughts regarding all this that I've been doing and all the chapters which you can follow the whole project in. And if you would like to support the channel, please consider becoming a member. It really helps out a lot. Until next time, I will see you in the next 14 days or so with yet another chapter of the Hogwarts Lego update. Thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, happy building, and bye for now.